You are listening to the VCast.
Good morning, USA. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Dun 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 dun. Maybe I should change the intro music to some rock music. Just some go dun 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 dun. Some fucking nice hard shit to open this bitch up to. Get pumped for the day. You know what I mean? It's better than a cup of coffee. It's the motherfucking VCast. I am your host, Vic Cedeno. And this is a podcast. Listen, if you're lonely, just think about doing a podcast by yourself that nobody listens to. All right? That's fucking lonely. That is, I'm just kidding. Dave Hodge listens to the podcast. Shout out to Dave Hodge. Yo, boy. What's up, everybody? I hope that you are listening to this and you're in a good mood. I really hope so. I hope that everything's going well for you. I hope that you're having as little trouble as possible. I hope that when you're driving down the street, all the lights turn green for you. I hope that nobody cuts you off. I hope that people aren't annoying you. I hope people are telling you the truth, that people aren't lying to you. I hope people love you, and I hope people touch your butt. I hope people touch your butt and your testicles and your chest. All right. I hope people rub your penis top. I hope people rub your clitoris. All right. That's what I hope for all of you. That is the real things that make you happy. Those are the things that make you happy, you know? Somebody tells you the truth. They touch your butt every once in a while. It's beautiful. It's romantic. It's romantic. And it's a romantic weekend. Because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Today's Saturday, the 13th, by the way. It's 6:21 in the morning. My usual schedule. Dave Hodge complained that one of the episodes was too loud. I'm like, I'm fucking in my basement whispering at 5 in the morning. All right? Today's 6. Most days, it's 5. But we're rocking. I'm rocking. You see that table in the back there? You see there's a pool table back there? I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Oh, yeah, you can. You see right under the sneakers? That's my pool table. I'm selling it. If you're interested, give me a few $100. It's yours. And you could have a pool table in your house. Do you have a pool table in your house? You should have a pool table in your house. If you do have a pool table in your house and you need it fixed or you're selling it and you're moving it, there's only one person to call. There's only one person to call in the tri-state area, and that is A-Team Pool Tables. A-Team Pool Tables, sponsor of the podcast. All right? Good friend of mine, William Malimo, owner of the A-Team Pool Table Services. That's the tri-state area's top pool table repair company. All right? Top. If you're going to go with anybody to get your fucking table moved or your table fixed, you got to call the A-Team. You just have to. Because if you call anybody else, it's going to be B work, B quality work, all right? A-Team, whether you need your pool table refurbished, refelted, or relocated, A-Team uses more than its 15 years experience in pool table repair in New Jersey to offer top-notch customer service. I should know. That's my fucking deal right there. And high-quality work. We also offer pool table maintenance and moving services in Westchester County, Long Island, Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. They charge extra to go in the hood, though. A-Team Pool Table Services specializes in one-piece slate, coin-operated, and antique pool tables. That right there is a motherfucking bar table. They didn't put that there, so they don't specialize in that, but they'll still do it. I'm just kidding. They specialize in everything. We cater to Northern New Jersey, Westchester County, and all 5 boroughs of New York City and Long Island. New and used pool table assembly. Did you know you can't just put a pool table together yourself? right? I'm pretty sure even the most mechanically inclined person can figure out how to put that frame together and how to set up the base. You might even get the slates on the table. All right. But what you're not going to be able to do is on a 3-piece slate table is get all 3 pieces to match like that. Perfect. Oh my God. You got to level it. You got to make sure those pieces match so that they butt like that. And these for the people that are just listening, my fingers are coming together to make one nice level plane, because that level plane has to be very, very, very level. Okay? A level plane has to be very, very level, especially in a pool table, because the cloth has to go over that. And if you leave any bumps, your fucking game's going to be whack. And people are going to know, and people are going to make fun of you and be like, yo, look at that line in your pool table. That's where your slates are. I can see that. You didn't hire the A-team to come and get your pool table. So call the A-team. Or even better, go on their website, njnypooltableservice.com. All right, for every billiard game room need. Right? You got a man cave? Call them, njnypooltableservice.com. They got fucking glow-in-the-dark signs. They got glow-in-the-dark pool sticks. They got all that good shit. All right? Call them. Mention the VCast podcast. Don't even mention the VCast podcast. They won't even know what it is. Just tell them Vic sent you. All right? Tell them Vic sent you. They'll take care of you. njnypooltableservice.com. A-team pool table services. I'm fucking reading ads like a beast now. I am a beast ad machine. So, if you have a business and you're listening to this, hit me up. Let's talk. Let's make videos. Let's make videos of me right here talking to the camera and telling you what you need to do with your money. Okay? Do it. Do it. Oh my gosh. We are wrapping up here, ladies and gentlemen. This most likely is going to be my last episode down here in the dungeon. Down in the dungeon. New podcast studio coming soon. So immediately following this episode, I will be taking apart all of this equipment just so that I have the pressure put on me to react. I need to do that. Sometimes I need like impending doom in order for me to do things. I always wait till the last minute for things, procrastinate, all that good stuff. I think I'm the only procrastinator in the world. But I procrastinate like a motherfucker. All right, so what's been going on? Have you seen me on social media lately? Probably not, because I'm not on social media. I'm off social media. It is the annual social media break. That means once a year, I go off the grid. Off the grid. Now, for those of you that are new listeners, welcome. The social media break was birthed in 2018, along with my comedy career. Coincidence? No, it's not. So February of 2018, it was January. My cousin had committed suicide, and I was reeling just because never saw that person as someone that would take their own life. And being that close to it just made me realize that I was close to the fucking edge, and I didn't know it. I was close to the edge, not of suicide, but of my own maybe. But that's the thing. That's what scared me, okay, is that I was emotionally disturbed and I wasn't confronting my feelings. And someone that I didn't think would take their own life took their own life. And it made me realize that I got to take care of myself, that I can't just exist. My existence up until that point had no purpose. And it's fucking weird because comedy changed. I was going to say nothing really changed, but a lot changed. A lot actually changed. I confronted my own emotional instability head on, and that was terrifying, because I was a new father. My daughter had was only a couple years old at that point. She hadn't even turned 3 yet, and my cousin that had took his own life left a 6-year-old daughter, and it brought up all of my emotions because I lost my father when I was 6 years old, and that was very, very traumatizing to me. And I'm gonna get to that, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm talking about the social media break. So my mental health was all fucking whacked out, and I was like, I gotta get off social media because I was arguing a lot, politics, and how much I know about politics and how I'm right and everybody else is wrong. So I was getting really, shaking the camera. I was getting really like just emotionally stressed. Like it just was fucking weighing down on me. And I did the social media break. I had been thinking about doing comedy for a couple years already, but I was only writing jokes. I wasn't doing them. I wasn't going to open mics. This whole process I never knew fucking existed for comedy. I didn't find this out until a podcast and people talking about it. And I was like, oh, you just go? Like, it never occurred to me that you just go to an open mic and just start doing comedy, and then that's how you get booked. Like, eventually, when you get better, knowing people and stuff, and bringing people to shows. So February came around, I got off social media, and I was like, what am I going to do while I'm not on social media? So I was like, I'm going to write a blog. And in that blog, every single day, I'm just going to write about my feelings without social media. And I just saw how much, after that first month, I saw how much time social media took away from me. I saw how much emotional energy social media took away from me. I saw how much I abused social media and used it as an escape, not to confront my own feelings. And I already have too many of those. Escape my own feelings. So during that time, I did a podcast, the Survival Guide podcast, with Anthony Westbay and his brother and Chris. And I told them I was going to do podcasts. I ended up I told them I was going to start doing stand-up comedy. And before I even did an open mic, I had my first book show. Who do you know? I had a fucking booked gig before they ever did an open mic. Me, that's who. All right, the same guy that got promoted in a job interview. That's me. All right, I got promoted in a job interview. I got booked on a comedy show before I even did comedy. All right, shout out to fucking Tommy, Big Tommy, Big T, motherfucking T, Big T, Big THC TV. Motherfucker booked me on one of the best shows I've ever been on. And I bombed like a motherfucker. Of course I bombed. It was my first show. I was dressed like John Cena. I'll never forget that fucking joke. All right. I was wearing I think I wore it on here on April. I wore the Keep It 420 shirt, and it was a black and red Keep It 420 shirt. I wore some jeans, and I wore my red Toro red Jordans that I sold on eBay for $200. A used pair of sneakers for $200. All red Jordan Toro 4s. Fucking fire engines on your feet. I wore that with a did I have a fucking headband too? No, I probably had a red hat, and just everything matching. And I took and fucking West Bay clowned me about it. He called me John Cena. All right, I could not live that down. But it was a 420 show. There was weed everywhere. I got so high before I went up there, and I was supposed to do like 5 to 7 minutes. And what I did, I thought I had 5 to 7 minutes in my head, and I think I did. from open mic. I mean, what the fuck did I know about timing? But all I know is I went up there and I did 7 minutes in a minute and a half and then ran out of things to say. So I just babbled for a while. I babbled until I got that stress light. You always know what a stress light is? When you're bombing, a stress light is when they fucking wave that light like, get the fuck off the stage. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? And they just wave it really hard. They almost dislocate their fucking shoulder waving it to get you off that fucking stage. Because not only are you dying, but the crowd is dying. People started complaining that they weren't, like I was ruining their high. No, I'm just kidding. I made a couple people chuckle talking about my uncircumcised penis. And you know what's the funny thing is I remember I was bombing up there and people were quiet. And when I got that first chuckle, when I said something, and I fucking immediately was like, I cut like a cut scene. All of a sudden I cut and I looked at that fucking person that laughed and he looked at me and we were connected. And I was like, thanks for laughing, bro. I appreciate you. And then I continued to bomb after that. But it was my first show. What the fuck did I know? But that's what I mean. So that February, first social media break. And now here we go. We're at the third one. Is this the third social media break? Yes, this is the third. Like 18, 19, 20, 20. Well, this is the fourth? This can't be the fourth. Am I confused? I'm fucking confused. This is the fourth? This isn't the fourth. Oh, I gotta go to my blog. To the blog. To the blog. The blog will tell me. The blog will tell me what I need to know. VicIsFunny.com. Ladies and gentlemen, VicIsFunny.com is the website. And if you go to the website, and you when you go to the homepage, you're gonna see a nice photo taken by Tom Rome, and you're gonna scroll down to the blog to the little Asian girl, and one social media break, 2 social media break, 3 social media breaks. I took 3 social media breaks, guys. So no, this is the third one. Reflect 2008. All right, so I only did 3 social media break. My first blog post, reflect. I'll be back. So did I not write something? Maybe comedy was. Last year when I did the social media break and failed to. The first year I didn't document it. I just did a social media break. That's weird. All right, so I did 1 year where I didn't even fucking document it. Document everything. Fucking Gary Vee was right. God damn it. Document everything so you can go back and see it. So I didn't do a blog the first year. All right, well, that's good. So what am I even talking about? Sometimes I get fucking tired of hearing my own fucking voice. So, social media break. What's going on now? All right, so fucking blogged it. De Blasio. I hate when I lose a train of thought. Fuck the social media break, bro. All right? I'm getting fucking tired of it. Next year, I ain't doing it. Just kidding, I am doing it. This is good. It's good because this year came at a perfect fucking time. All right, I'm so busy. I'm so emotionally overwhelmed. And the fact that the break came as this transition is happening, as, all these things are going on, one less thing I'm doing is being on social media. But you know what? Another thing is, now I'm on my fucking phone more. I want to compare usage. Apple tracks phone usage. I don't know if Android does. Who gives a fuck? Excuse me. But Apple tracks usage. And I want to compare my previous month's usage with social media with this month's usage, because I'm like staring at the screen a lot more. I'm just staring at the screen, not knowing what to do. Looking for looking for an emotional escape. I think I'm just a lot more emotional this month. It's been a fucking tough month. This is a tough month historically. All right. A very tough month. I think last episode I rattled off all of the fucking things that happened. There's just so many things in February that my family has renamed February to Whack History Month. Okay? Not Black History Month. Sorry. I know you guys had it rough too. But so did we. All right? February is historically whack for us. So, it's now known as Whack History Month. Boom. And just, it's been a rough month. And I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. Like, I talk about that stuff here, and I'm getting tired of talking about stuff here, but I'm tired of talking about my feelings to people. All right? I'm tired of telling people how I emotionally feel, especially like when I'm upset. I'll tell you guys because it's a podcast. And it's my podcast. I talk about whatever the fuck I want. But I talk about my feelings. I talk about my fucking feelings. But I'm not talking about my feelings to nobody else anymore. Because whenever you tell somebody how you feel or what you're going through or your problems, I believe, this is new research I'm releasing on the whole world. I don't know. You tell me if you have seen any anecdotal evidence to support this theory. I believe when you tell someone how you feel or your problems or what you're going through, and you unload on them, I feel they lose a little bit of respect for you. I feel every time you tell someone your problems, they lose a little bit of respect for you. A little bit. A little bit. All right. I told my wife all my problems. I don't think she respects me at all anymore. Okay? I don't think anybody that I tell my problems to for a prolonged period of time respects me anymore because my problems are the opposite of what I appear to be. I look like the strong, silent type. But I'm actually weak, emotionally unstable. Very. Very. And I've been dodging this. I've been ashamed of this. But no longer will I be ashamed of my mental instability. I am fucking crazy. All right? Crazy. That's why I do comedy. You know when people talk about, comics are, broken people. That's me. Okay? That is fucking me to a T. Comedy is me. I am not going to stop doing comedy. I found like this, comedy is my outlet. I can't wait. Tomorrow night, Dojo Comedy, Cypher Sounds, Valentine's Day show. Cypher Sounds is headlining. Natalie Cuomo's hosting. Clint Esposito's featuring. Your boy Vic might be doing a spot. I heard Vic Cedeno is going to be there. I heard Vic Cedeno might be doing 5 minutes quick. I can't fucking wait. I've been doing a couple open mics, but to be honest, I haven't had the time. I also haven't had, I seclude when I get depressed. I've been going through like some fucking depressive episodes like this last couple weeks. I spent like fucking 3 days crying this week, like just crying, bawling. Not the good bawling. It's more like bawling, bawling. That's the new remix to the Jim Jones song featuring Vic Cedeno. Bawling. And I don't know why. All right. I don't know why. I have a lot of stuff going on in my fucking life that's emotionally stressing me out, but the emotional instability, the pain that I'm talking about is not from anything that's going on right now. It's not rooted in anything that's going on right now. I mean, the things that are going on right now are compounding on it, yes, but it's not rooted in all that. Like, this is emotional trauma that I believe stems from when my dad died when I was 6 years old. I think that's a fucking traumatic event for a kid. Here we go. I think it's a real traumatic event for a kid to lose a parent, especially at an age that they can remember it. And I think that shit sticks with you forever. And it's a trauma that keeps happening to you. It's a trauma that keeps happening to you because it's something you relive. It's something you relive every time you go to an event, every time it's Father's Day, every time it's Parents' Day, every time it's your friend's dad, you relive that trauma of losing a parent over and over again. And it fucking sucks, right? I made it through that. I powered through that shit. So I have a lot of anxiety now because I'm a parent, and it is my biggest fear that I end up like my dad and that my daughter ends up like me. And this past week, she turned 6 years old. My daughter turned 6. It was fucking awesome. My daughter's an amazing, amazing kid. I can't, she's so amazing, I can't put her on social media because you just don't deserve to have any part of that. Cheers. The fucking kid is amazing. She's hilarious. She is fucking smart, creative. She's so thoughtful and caring and loving. Just the sweetest little kid. We went to the fucking dentist yesterday. She left the dentist. She gave the dentist and the dental assistant a hug afterwards, and they melted. She's very, very, very emotionally mature. I don't have to there's not much things like this kid gets in trouble with. We exaggerate just because, she's not perfect, obviously, but she's the fucking best kid. The best kid. All right. Behavior wise, she's just, I can't, I could spend the whole fucking podcast telling you about how good she is, about the things that she does, about how smart she is, about how she appreciates things, about how she listens, about how she's considerate. I can just go on and on. And it is my greatest fear that she has to go through the trauma that I went through, because I want to see how she grows up healthy. Because I think about what would have happened to me if I grew up healthy without that fucking trauma in my life. And it's something I always feel like I've dealt with it. I've always felt like, I've done so much work. I've been in therapy. I was in a 6-month inpatient program required by the New Jersey State Department of Corrections. And I was in, intense outpatient therapy when I got out. I had to do long-term outpatient therapy. And I've gone to a lot of counseling. I've done a lot of fucking talking. I've done a lot of therapy. I wrote letters to my dad that I burned afterwards. I've done a lot. And it doesn't go away. It just doesn't. So I fear for that. And that shit, gives me paralyzing anxiety. Oh, fucking crying. It gives me paralyzing anxiety, and it makes me withdraw. It makes me close off, and I don't want to go out. There was times where I thought about going to the open mic, and then just the thought of seeing people and knowing that I'm feeling like this, where I'm on the verge of breaking down. I don't want to go out like that. But probably if I go out, I won't feel like this. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that fucked me up, was that my cousin did that. And he left his little daughter alone. And I'm like, fuck, man. Fuck, man. I got so angry. So angry. Ugh. Yeah. Fucking snot rags. So angry because how could you do that? You know? How the fuck could you do that? I don't want to, everybody's pain is different. It sucks. But that's what made me think. I'm like, fuck, man, I never thought he could do that. And here I am just like emotionally unstable. And I have no outlet. Like I had no outlet before I did comedy. And, because I don't talk about my fucking feelings. I made that, by the way. I don't talk about my feelings with people. I am, this is as far in as I let people, all right? Where you just saw and the things I'm telling you is as far as I let people in. And and you know what? I don't even have this conversation with people. My wife knows, but like I said, every time I talk to people about this, I feel like they lose a little bit of respect for me. Opening up is stupid. Don't tell people your feelings. Don't tell people how you feel. Don't tell people your problems. Don't confide in anyone. You can't trust people with your fucking feelings. You really can't. You tell someone how you feel, they lose respect for you. That's it. Because guess what? They're not going to want to hear about it again. They're not going to want to hear about it again. Silencing people. Struggling silence, man. What's that Henry David Thoreau quote? Fuck. Most men suffer in silence. No, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Henry David Thoreau. Most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Holy. That fucking quote, it just hits so hard because it is. It's just quiet desperation. Who the fuck are you going to tell about your problems? That's what you pay therapy people for. You don't pay therapists so that they listen to your problems. You pay therapists so that they don't lose respect for you after you tell them your problems, right? The money keeps the respect there. But you tell other people your problems, they're going to lose respect for you. People like and respect the strong, silent type. People that can deal with their emotions. People that are leaders. Not fucking pussies that cry on podcasts. My daddy. Fuck. My daddy. My whole fucking life. You know what fucking used to set me off when I was little? When people called me a bastard. You bastard. Hated that fucking name. Bastard. Whoa. Half hour of fucking crying. This is nice. Yeah, people fucking... Who has the least respect for people? Oh, I just said... I said therapist. You pay a therapist not to lose respect for you. But I bet you therapists secretly don't respect people. Therapists have zero respect for people because they just see people fucking cry all day. They know how fucking weak people are. They don't respect anyone. Struggling in silence, bro. Opening up to someone, they lose respect for you. That's what I wrote down here. Depressed people, perks. That's also what I wrote. Do depressed people have any fucking perks at all? Are there any perks to being depressed other than people pitying you? Some pity sex, some pity head, right? You just cry to a girl in her arms and you tell her all your problems, then she blows you and you're like, things aren't so bad. Thanks for saving my life. A blowjob can save a life, right? Have you ever been depressed? You ever feel like you're going to kill yourself? Get a blowjob. It'll make you feel better. I wouldn't fucking know. Water in my fucking Tupperware cups. Are these Tupperware cups? Because these are good. Yes, they are Tupperware cups. All right. Getting ready to go. This is the V cast. Depression sucks. Depression sucks. Talk to your friends, but don't talk to your friends about your problems. They're gonna not respect you anymore. RESPECT. That's what it means for me. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Don't tell people your problems, bro. They will not like you anymore. They will not like you. Were you ever been around somebody and you're having a good time and then they just start crying and you're like, I'm never inviting this motherfucker out again. Lost the respect. I'm telling you, people, think about it. Speaking of respect, have you watched Power? Have you seen Power? I am all in on Power right now. I've just been binge watching. I finished the first fucking show. Now I'm on to book 2, Ghost Jr. Spoiler alert, Ghost dies in Power. Ooh, you didn't know that? If you don't know, that's too fucking late. What a great fucking show. It's really, really, excuse me. It's like a black people soap. It's a black soap opera. Hood soap opera. It's great. I enjoy it. I enjoy the writing. I enjoy the acting. A lot of fucking sex scenes in Power. And I don't mind sex scenes. All right? I'm not a fucking prude. However, when you're watching television, I get tired of seeing the same people fuck over and over again. All right? Power was notorious for this in the first few seasons. You just keep watching the same people have sex scenes, and it's just like corny. It's already like the first 2 times, it's fucking steamy. But just like in real life, the more you have sex, the fucking whacker it is. Fucking Power, man. It's just a crazy show. I want to be a drug dealer now. I want to move weight. All right? I'm going to start selling pills. Holla at me. I'm going to start a drug dealing podcast. All right? If you subscribe to the podcast, you got to donate $20. And I'll send you a gift. I just want to move weight. They make it look so easy and make it look so cool. Yo, drug dealing is not easy. People think drug dealing is like easy, or they see the money in the flash, you know, and they think, or they see that you hang out outside all day, like drug dealers on the block, drug dealers on the corner. Do you know how little corner drug dealers make? I'm talking about how little corner drug dealers make. Very, very little. It's fucking surprising. But this is why they make very little. Because of the amount of time that they invest. But it's like running your own business. So there's potential, right? Like if you consider like the hourly pay of a McDonald's worker, they probably get paid more than drug dealers. Think about it. If you're a drug dealer and you're hustling 12 hours for a few $100s, that doesn't add up. But if you're clearing a few grand in 12 hours, then you're on a different level. Then you're making drug dealer minimum wage. Drug dealers have minimum wage laws. I don't know if you know this. They sure do. Drug dealing. I want to be on Power. I want to be an episode of Power. Do I want to act? I just see people on TV and I'm just like, I want to be on TV. I just want to be on a show. Silly, right? Do I want to act? Maybe, just to see. Just as a curiosity thing. I mean, listen, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I don't want to be famous. Like, I don't want to be what the fuck do I know what I want? How can I say I don't want it? I yell at my daughter about this all the time. Why are you going to say you don't want to do something you don't know about? That you don't know if you're not going to like. Like, if you don't try something, you don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. So I'm just going to try being world famous just to see if I like it. And then if I don't, I'll just fucking not be famous anymore. That's it. Just turn it off. Turn it off. All right. I do not have anything to promote. Comedy's coming back. I talked a lot of shit about not reaching out to people, but you should. Don't suffer in silence like I do. I don't suffer in silence. I have you. I have my podcast listeners to tell my problems to. Thank you for tuning in to listen to me cry and whine about my life. I hope this podcast has empowered you to become a better person, to be tougher, and to not take any shit. And please, don't tell people your problems. All right? I know I just said to confide in someone, but don't. Don't do it. They're going to lose respect for you. All right? Confide in people that you don't care if they respect you or not. That's the rule. All right? Don't suffer in silence. And also don't tell your close friends and people that you need to respect you your problems. All right? Like I won't tell my boss my problems. Right? If I tell my boss my problems and emotionally break down, they're going to be like, you're a fucking pussy. Right? Right. So you have to pick who you fucking tell your problems to. Pick someone that you don't care if they respect you or not. Like your mom. Your mom's a good person to tell your problems to. Because you don't care if they respect you or not, they still have to be your mom. I don't tell my mom my problems. I don't tell anybody my problems. I'll just keep it to myself and the VCast. That's you. Thanks for listening.
You're listening to my dad of the VCast.